Chapter number 15, Body Fluid and its Circulation. Blood is the most commonly used body fluid by the most of the higher organisms, including humans, for this purpose. Another body fluid, that is lymph, also helps in the transport of certain substances. Blood. Blood is a special connective tissue consisting of a fluid matrix, plasma, and formed elements. Plasma is a straw-colored viscous fluid consisting nearly 55% of blood, and 90 to 92% of plasma consists of water, and 6 to 8% of plasma has plasma proteins, and plasma proteins have fibrinogens, globulins, albumins are the major proteins. Fibrinogens are responsible for the coagulation of blood, globulins for the defense mechanism, albumins for the maintaining of osmotic balance. Then fibrinogens are needed for clotting or coagulation of blood. Globulins primarily are involved in the defense mechanism of the body fluid, and the albumins help in the osmotic balance. Glucose, amino acids, lipids, etc. are also present in the plasma, as well as they are always in the transit in the body. Factors for coagulation or clotting of the blood are also present in the plasma in an inactive form. Plasma without the clotting factors is called serum. Plasma without clotting factor is called serum. Formed elements, erythrocytes, leukocytes, and platelets are collectively called as formed elements. 45% of the blood it constitutes. Erythrocytes or red blood cells, that are RBCs, are the most abundant of all the cells in the body. A healthy adult man has on an average 5 million to 5.5 million of RBCs mm³ of blood. RBCs are formed in the red bone marrow in the adults. RBCs are devoid of nucleus in the most of the mammals and are biconcave in shape. They have a red colored iron containing complex protein called hemoglobin. Hence the color and the name of these cells. A healthy individual has 12 to 16 grams of hemoglobin in every 100 ml of blood. These molecules play a significant role in transport of respiratory gases. RBCs have an average lifespan of 120 days, after which they are destroyed in the spleen. Graveyard of RBCs. Leukocytes are also known as white blood cells, that are WBCs. As they are colorless due to the lack of hemoglobin, they are nucleated and are relatively lesser in number, which averages 6,000 to 8,000 mm of cube of blood. And leukocytes are generally short-lived, and they are divided into two categories, that are granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes have neutrophil, eosinophil, and basophil, whereas agranulocytes have monocyst and lymphocyst. Neutrophil are the most abundant cells. It constitutes 60 to 65%, whereas basophil is least, that is 0.5 to 1%. After neutrophil, the second largest, that is lymphocyte, which belongs to agranulocyte, it is 20 to 25%. Then there is monocyst, which is to belong to the agranulocyte, it is 6 to 8%. Then there is eosinophil, which belongs to granulocyte, which has 2 to 3%. Then there is basophil, which also belong to granulocyte. It constitutes 0.5 to 1%. Eosinophil resist infections and are also associated with allergic reactions. Lymphocysts, 20 to 25%, are of two major types, beta cells and T cells. Okay, both B and T lymphocytes are responsible for immune responses of the body. Platelets, also called thrombocysts, are cell fragments produced from megakaryocytes. Blood normally contains 1,50,000 to 3,50,000